Pop in the tape, man.
So, today we're going to talk about one of your movies, your first movie that you did without Cheech, that you wrote and directed.
Far Out, man?
Yeah, yeah. And you put me in it.
Yeah. I put Cheech in it, too.
Cheech had a part.
Yeah. I tried to wangle him in there, you know, because it was so easy doing a movie with him, but he wasn't going for that.
Well, did you offer him some money?
No.
See, you should have, you know.
No, I know you can buy your way out of anything, but
yeah, that's the way to do it.
The whole point was to do a movie where
so
no one got
what was
paid.
the budget? How much did you get to make the film
for that movie?
Yeah,
I'll tell you a story that no, I've never told anybody.
Okay.
I don't even know if I can tell you. Halfway through the filming, Paul Hertzberg, the guy that was financing the movie, he come up to me. He says, "Okay, I got a check for you, you know, for $500,000, you know." And I told him, I said, "No, put that in the movie, man."
Oh my God.
So it cost me $500,000 to do that movie.
Oh my God.
I know.
The first rule of anything is that when someone hands you a check, you take it and you put it in the bank.
Yeah.
You don't say, no, it's okay.
Yeah. Well, I did that with the gig I had in Rome. You know?
You always ask me when I get you a gig. You say, "Well, did I get paid?" How come it all starts with me?
I'm learning. See, back then I was just learning. I gave the money back to. They paid me. I gave $500,000 back to Canon.
Oh, because you turned down.
Because I quit the movie, and so I told Canon, I said, you know, no, it's okay.
I'm in shock right now that you gave back half, and that was in the late '80s.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah. No, I got a theory.
I'm going to tell on you. I'm telling Shelby about this.
Oh, she knows.
She knows?
She doesn't want to talk about it.
Oh.
She definitely doesn't want to talk about my financial gas. But I had a reason. And it stuck through. And it works out. It's paying off.
Like a karmic reason?
No, the reason is, basically. It's all about karma, yeah. It is.
Okay, so you put me in the movie.
Yeah.
And you put your wife in the movie.
Yeah.
And so what was that like?
Incredible.
And you were directing and starring in it.
Mm-hmm.
Did you
wrote it?
And you wrote it. Did you feel like you took on a little too much, or did you like all that?
No, it got out. This is what was movies. It was like having a kid.
Yeah.
You know, as long as it's healthy. You know.
Yeah. And
if there's anything wrong with it, we'll fix it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But the thing is, as long as you deliver it.
Right.
And that's, to me, that was the movie. When you start doing things for the money, you're in big trouble. No matter what it is, because everybody has a price. But the trouble is, if you don't have faith, you got to have faith in well, people call it the system.
Yeah.
But there's see, we're only on Earth for a short period of time.
Right.
And so we're only here to learn. We're here to learn.
Right.
Because every minute you're learning something. Even if you don't want to learn, you're learning something.
Right. Because
it's a physical universe, and everybody's time here is limited. You're not here forever.
Well, I'll tell you one of the groundbreaking things that you did in that movie was you got dreadlocks.
Yeah.
you got dreadlocks made.
First man.
And one of the funniest things that I remember is that when you got those dreadlocks, you actually experienced what it was like to be
homeless,
a Rasta man.
Yeah.
And like how you get discriminated against.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you walked into some businesses and they were like, "Hey, get out of here. We don't want your kind."
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love that, man. I loved it. See, being without the dreads and that, people, they were they didn't know they don't know what I am.
But let me get back to the Rasta man.
Okay.
Or the dreadlocks, right? So what's interesting is that a whole trend started happening after that, where white dudes started
Yeah.
putting on dreads,
Yeah.
and then it's come to where that's like cultural appropriation, and like that's not cool.
According to who?
Well,
That's another thing. Let's talk about this cultural appropriation bullshit, There's nothing original anywhere.
right.
People think the blues came from the South. The blues came from fucking Europe.
Right, but what I'm saying is that the dreads.
No, actually, the blues came from Africa. And you know what the story of the blues is?
What?
In the Congo, there was a tribe, a pygmy tribe.
Right.
And in that area where they grew, there was a bird that would sing the flat fifth.
Right.
With
The 1-3-5.
The third. Yeah. And which is the blues note.
Right.
And so the natives in that area, they mimic the sounds that they would hear.
Right.
And so they wrote songs like the birds.
Right.
And that was the beginning of the blues.
So in that experience, so I was in the movie. It was a lot of fun. It was a grind, but it was a good experience.
Oh, great. Nothing like
I don't remember getting paid, Dad.
Well, you're still here. See, the thing is, with kids, as parents, our only job really is to keep you alive.
Right.
That's all.
So you did
Because everything's a learning experience, Now, we can keep you alive and give you a lot of money and spoil the shit
and then
out of you.
not only did I not get paid, then I find out that you got paid, but then you handed the money back.
That's true.
So that piece of my paycheck was in that paycheck, and you gave it back.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was betting on the long game. Mm-hmm. If the movie had taken off like Up in Smoke or something, right. You would have gotten paid.
Yeah,
really a lot.
Sure?
Oh,
you swear?
Well, look at you now. you got more than getting paid, man. You're really getting paid now. But it's a good choice. You chose to look after your old dad. It's a good choice.
Oh yeah. I like looking after you.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're a good actor too. You had so much talent, and your artistic. Your art. I'm still.
Thank you.
Planning on that one, using your artistic thing.
Right. Yeah, that was a.
And who's that guy here?
Ben. Yeah.
Ben's also an artist and a woodworker, and I'm going to put you guys to.
You're going to put us to work?
Oh yeah.
Give us a job.
Well, first of all, I got to clean out my garage.
Okay.
And so I'm going to move everything over here. And I'm going to create art with it.
Yeah.
Because that's what I've been saving.
I think genetically, the unorganized, dirty garage is handed down because I have the same problem right now. Like I have a.
Well, you're an artist.
Yeah. No. Is it an artist thing?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why else would you keep shit?
I don't know.
Well, that's why. That's the art.
You get so much.
No,
shit.
you see art in everything.
Yeah, you just got to throw the stuff away.
It depends.
Yeah.
Well, I had a thought. You see, back in the day, when I grew up, they never had the kind of trash disposal they got here now.
Right.
Now they take it away and disappears. You don't know where it goes. But back in the day, there was a trash. They were burning open dumps.
Right.
And people would go there to go through the stuff to see what
if you could
good
salvage
stuff
anything.
was to salvage, yeah.
Right.
And so there's a whole, and that's the same as other parts of Africa. A lot
Yeah,
of
or in the
parts
world, yeah, like in Asia, you know, there's
they're-
whole communities that live near the dumps
They
and
live
kind
near
of,
the dump. Yeah.
you know, scavenge and
Yeah.
and do
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
And they get a lot of good stuff. And that's why I grew up. In fact, a big thing in my life, sometimes we got to go to the dump. Okay, I'm going. Because I'd go there and look around and scavenge.
But it's weird. Like I see stuff in your garage that we should have thrown away 40 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's like, why is it? Why? Like, you know, there's that you know, that Asian lady, like Kondo or something like that, and she has that thing where, you know, to throw away everything and to hold stuff and feel like it, test if it has any emotional value to you, and then if it does, then you keep it.
Yeah.
If not, you got to let it go.
Oh yeah, there's all sorts of, but that you can do that. Talk about material things, or you can talk about.
But I'm talking about material things. We got to stick in the material plane here. And when you have a dirty area or like a cluttered area, like it's kind of a representation of our mind. You know,
Yeah, it is.
You got to kind of clear it out.
But it's also an exercise. It's like working out in a gym.
Uh-huh.
Now, when you go to the gym, you don't go there to have fun. You go there to rearrange your appearance.
Okay, so how does that apply to your cluttered garage?
Well, the cluttered garage is like the junk food that you eat. Okay.
It's your
And so
cheat,
you- so
it's
you
your cheat
collect it.
day.
You collect it. Okay.
Okay.
Now you got to sell the house, say. So you got to clean the garage out.
Yeah.
So you can take all the clutter out and you move it to another clutter spot. Know what I'm saying? For
Like a storage container, right?
I'm trying to explain. See, when I was young, first of all, there was no toy stores. If you wanted a toy, you either inherited it, stole it, found it, but you didn't buy it.
Right.
Any money would go toward food or rent.
Right.
But anything else, and if you wanted money, you collected pop bottles or bottles,
Yeah.
empty beer bottles, and you sold them, and then you got a little bit of cash,
Right.
you know, and then that's what you could do for your candy or whatever you want.
Right.
See, we had a system back then. There
But
was no clutter.
nowadays, there's just like if you have children, just the toys just pile up and they pile up and they pile up, and
Never had that problem.
and the only thing the kids really want to play with is the phone and the iPad. You know, it's like the physical things. They play with it for like 10 minutes and then they're bored with it and you know goes in a pile.
That was the joy. See, that's a rich guy. The poor guys, you never had that problem.
Yeah.
The poor family, you know what was the big deal for Christmas?
Right.
The meal,
So
the food.
So we got to get you out of the poor mindset and declutter your garage.
I'm 85. You're going to give me out of what mindset?
Man, there's always room, Dad. There's always room. You could do it.
I'm telling you, I got it. This is my next clutter spot right here. You got an empty room. Every time I walk and see that gym, I look at
It's not empty. It's a gym.
No, in my mind, it's empty.
Okay. Okay, all right. We got a special guest here today.
I saw that.
We got Rob Stone,
I
and
saw that.
he's gonna come sit here and play some of his music for you.
Really? This is Rob Stone.
Rob Stone in the building,
Where you from?
San Diego, California.
Oh, San Diego. Oh,
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg territory. Yeah.
Snoop Dogg from SoCal, yeah, Long Beach, not too far away.
And where you from?
San Diego.
Oh, San Diego.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty close, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, like Travis Barker.
Long Beach, Beach, it doesn't matter. So how you been, man?
Oh, life's good. I can't complain, you know.
How old are you?
28.
Oh, you're a baby too, huh?
Yeah, I'm a young
28. How long you been rapping?
Almost 10 years now. Like, started actually trying to rap professionally 6 years.
So you're a poet.
Definitely.
Yeah. I hope so, man. Because you know, is this it here?
Yeah. This is the song that put me on and got me my first record deal. It's called Chill Bill. We shot this in my hometown in Lemon Grove.
Who's whistling?
It's a sample from an old classic tune called Twisted Nerve by Bernard Herrmann. My first time hearing it was in the Kill Bill movie.
No what?
In the Kill Bill movie.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that was my first time ever hearing it. And that's why the song's called Chill Bill. But yeah, man.
Ah, I got it.
Used to sip out styrofoam, but figured I should stick to dro. Backwoods overload, don't like to smoke them swishers, ho. If you hit my liquor store, it's 50 cents for single post. Says she wanna roll with
Yeah, this one's definitely gonna be a classic. You know, it's going down as a classic for sure. It's wild.
I got some love, but no
San Diego. That's a cool place, boy.
Spent some time in San Diego.
Yeah, gigging, playing the clubs. And Cheech and I would go down there all the time, to play. There was a little club there. We actually started, when we started the gig,
Yeah.
No, San Diego's cool, man.
Oh, it's definitely
It's
a
got,
vibe.
except if you got to be careful because sometimes you get in the wrong driving lane, and next thing you know, you're in Mexico.
Yeah.
And that's not good because when you're going
Yeah.
across the border, they tend to search.
Yeah, you definitely got to be careful. You can find yourself stuck on the freeway trying to back up, not end up in Mexico. It's one exit. If you miss that last exit, you definitely gonna be right there.
Then
until
it's pull
one-
over there, and then
Yeah,
you
gotta go
go
through, the
through
whole
all that
process.
dance.
It's a whole process.
Rob has an album coming out.
Oh, great! Yeah, you got an album coming out.
Yeah,
How many
yeah.
albums you got out now?
I think this is gonna be my third studio album.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say my third.
What's the name of the album?
It's called Bonafide.
Bonafide.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That's good. And what is your subject of your?
I'll say my subject of my music is just based off my life experiences or whatever I'm going throughout the process of creating, like whether it's me being a father or experiences with my friends, experiences with women. I make a lot of music about weed. Pretty much whatever I'm living through.
No, you've been the lead rapper ever since from the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, I came up with some friends that you see in the song Chill Bill. We all grew up together in San Diego, but we all have always been like solo artists of our own for sure.
Yeah. Now, what was first, the rapper or the dancing? Was it the break dancing first, and then the rap?
What came first?
Yeah. What do you think? I mean, I was there, but I can't remember.
I would. I don't know. I don't know factually, but if I would guess, I would say the dancing.
Yeah.
I would think the dancing came first, and then the music. But I don't know.
Well, it's like the song. I mean, you get the lyrics and everything else, but it's the beat.
The beat, yeah, exactly.
You get the groove, whatever the groove is.
Exactly. Without a beat that resonates in the soul, you don't really have nothing.
Well, that's your heart.
Yeah.
That's what the beat is, that song.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what a lot of spiritualists, they realize the sound in the beginning was the word.
Yeah.
And you can't have a word without making sound.
Exactly.
And so in the beginning was a sound. And in the beginning, people say, well, this is eternal. There is no beginning. No, in the beginning of intelligence, that's the beginning. You see, we've always been here. But it was when one of us decided, oh, I got it. I got it. I understand now, why we're here. And but it was in the beginning, and it was the sound, and the word was God. That's what they say.
And it's a powerful thing,
Yeah. You know what I found out? There's a Jewish word that means Yahweh. Yahweh is the sacred word of God.
Right.
But you know what Yahweh translates to? I am.
Oh yeah, I am.
And
I
that
think my brother.
that explains it.
Yeah, my brother broke that down to me not too long ago too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am. And so what we are, we're individual, unlike anything other in the universe. We're one of a kind. You're one of a kind. I'm one of a kind. You're one of a kind.
1000%.
Special. Doesn't matter, even if you have a twin. I was watching, looking at my iPad, and there's a show about freaks. Back in the day, they had all the freaks with abnormal, abnormalities, is that the word? Where they're born. One lady was born, what was she born with? Oh, it's all weird, like a Siamese twin. One guy was born with an extra leg, so there's 3 legs, and they all worked.
I don't know how that would work.
Oh, I am telling you. That's why, see, the early rock stars were freaks. They would get money for people coming to see how weird they are. See?
Right.
And then it evolved into rock stars, rap stars.
Yeah, I definitely look at myself as a freak of nature because the way I live does not make any sense, and the way I do the things I do, so.
But people want to see it.
Yeah.
And people want to hear it.
People love
and
it.
people want to listen to it.
Yeah.
No, your job is God's job.
Definitely.
Music. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, and God said, let's do that again, only a little slower. That's what God.
So we now we're gonna get to the segment where we do the reaction videos. So we're gonna play some videos for you guys and just have your reactions and talk about them. So Katie, you wanna?
Let's see what's going on.
Upside down, these riders were stuck for about 30 minutes with their feet in the air on a Canadian amusement park ride.
It's one of my worst fears,
This happened at
What's that?
being stuck on a roller coaster like this.
Being stuck where?
On a roller coaster like this.
Bystander video shows other park goers staring upward, helpless to do anything for the people who just wanted a fun day out. The face-to-face seats on the lumberjack ride lets guests interact with one another and watch the terror on their friends' faces as they loop round and round, or so the website for Canada's Wonderland says.
Woo.
I don't know how I would feel about being stuck upside down on the roller coaster for 30 minutes.
Wow.
And that's a little intense.
There's another rap group?
This is Britney Spears, the old pop artist.
Is that Britney Spears?
Don't worry, they are not real knives. Halloween is soon. She sells her 42 million followers. But are the knives actually for real? Listen, you can hear the blades scraping together.
Shit, I didn't even notice the knives until he showed it to me. I was definitely not looking at knives. That's what, Britney?
No, I used to have a crazy crush on Britney when I was about 7 years old, for sure.
Yeah?
Crazy crush on Britney.
Wow.
The knives thing is a little scary, but I think she's happy. She seems happy in her space. So if Britney's happy, I'm happy.
The guy that brought her the knives, he probably cut himself. Wow. I don't get a chance to watch these too often. Now, what is that? A snake?
An 8-foot-long boa constrictor in a car engine.
How does that happen?
Oh, they got a snake stuck in there? And the snake says, no, let me go. Let me go. I
Florida?
like it in here.
Florida, see? They got some things
Leave me
going on in
alone.
Florida, I swear, man.
All this shit started was guys getting rid of their pet snakes.
Yeah.
Back in the 60s, you could buy wild animals and keep them. The singer that was Bobby Taylor, he had a lion, and it was kind of sad because when we split up,
Different time.
Bobby called me and says, "Hey man, do me a favor. What? Is my lion, pet lion? It's in a carry cage. Will you take care of it? I can't, And so I had to check around, find an animal shelter that would take a lion. And and I had to do that. It was kind of sad, but Bobby used to put the lion on a leash And this is Detroit, by the way.
Yeah.
so
Walking around with a
he'd get on
lion.
the elevator, and all the brothers that get on the elevator, they all reach for their gun. They all had their hand on their gun and looking at that lion.
I don't know how I feel if a lion walked on the elevator with me today.
No, there's laws against it now. And it was so funny. We were with Chris Clark, the singer, and that's when I had my girlfriend and our brand new baby. And so we were in her hotel room talking about the gig or something, and Chris Clark comes in. And says, "Oh, get that baby off the bed." She had a ocelot that was allowed to be on the bed, but she didn't want the baby to be on the bed. What the fuck?
Some people love their animals. I swear. Man.
Oh yeah,
Some people be so in love with
for
them.
for a minute, until they grow too big.
Right. And it's like, hold on.
Snatch up. Now what do we want? Now that
So, the fine dining elite of New York City got pranked by a fake steakhouse.
they got what?
They got pranked by a fake steakhouse.
The fine dining elite, was that like a
It's like a Michelin
critics
star.
or something?
Yeah.
How do I join that?
So, yeah, people paid big money, and this isn't even like a real,
It's
legit
fake.
dining experience. Yeah.
And what are they eating the snake now? Is that it?
Yeah, the one they pulled out of it.
Wait, so they just set up a fake steakhouse but didn't have any...
It had like low quality grocery store level steak, and people paid $400 for this level.
Oh, man. I hope they gave everybody their money
See,
back.
it shows you. See, that's American culture.
Seriously.
Yeah, it's American culture. Yeah. Yeah, you can. You put in the right package, tell the right bullshit. You can sell anything.
So, this rat got in a cop car.
Some,
So scared to get back in.
somebody's homeboy in there.
What happened here?
There's a rat in the cop car.
Oh,
and the
yeah.
cops are too scared to get back in the cop car.
This is inside the car.
People, see, people freak themselves out about like rats.
Yeah.
Rats are just garbage men. That's all. They're here to clean up the thing. And you know why?
I guess
you know,
so.
you know why cats became domesticated? You know how they did it? Cats found that humans, because of the filth, the way they lived,
Right.
would attract rats and vermin.
Wow.
And so the cats, that's the food source. So the cat's smart enough to realize, I'll make friends with that guy that attracts all this good food.
Right.
And so that's why cats become domesticated.
Wow.
Really, there again, it's the spirit world giving us the right tools to get along with
to
everybody.
connect and
Because rats,
survive.
man, it's a rat. They all, even the word rat, is like, it scares you. But the truth is, they're there for a reason, and they're
No, everything has a purpose for sure. Everything has a purpose.
yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. And if you make garbage, something's going to come and eat it and take care of it.
What's the purpose of this guy walking around
Nude?
or naked?
I think this guy hasn't found his purpose yet.
It's attention.
Yes, there is. My man.
Or he's really drunk. Or who knows what's going on with this guy. Oh, man.
It looked like he just come from a casino.
To figure out what went wrong when an F-35 jet crashed in South Carolina during a training exercise this week. Now a South Carolina man has gone viral for his description of what that crash sounded like.
It was a horrible sound.
Well, that plane was one of two F-35s flying at 1,000 feet as they came into land when something went wrong. The pilot safely ejected from the $100 million jet, which then crashed into an empty field. Randolph White says he was in his bathroom shaving when he heard the jet pass overhead and crash into the ground.
Wow, 100 million?
That's what I was thinking. I was stuck right there, too. All right, we got $100 million jet and multiple of them. That's a lot. Dude reminded me of my uncle though.
What's this one?
Monkeys are stealing bananas from a 7-Eleven in Thailand.
Oh yeah. I was in Bali. They got a monkey park in Bali, and they tell the signs, watch out, these guys will steal shit from you. And they'll take your eyeglasses. They'll take your
whatever.
Thing. And one jumped on my arm, and he started picking up the hair on my arm, and then I went to brush him off, and he bit me.
Oh, shit.
It wasn't a bad bite,
Right.
But he bit me, and then he peed on me.
Oh yeah, he was disrespecting.
Nah.
It was intentional.
Yeah, I never had food. See,
Right.
you got to have food for him.
This is a group of people who all identify as dogs.
What, a dog?
They identify as dogs.
Is this a real thing?
Yeah.
Like this isn't like a joke?
No.
There's people that identify as dogs? How? Does that even make...
No, what's that? They're dogs themselves?
Yeah, they identify as a dog themselves.
And
How do they
what's the
live?
purpose?
Who's their owner? Are they just independent dogs, right? The strays?
Are they trying to get asylum, get across the border? Basis of mental health.
They're all emotional support animals.
Oh my God.
I saw a thing on CNN where the veterinarian was rescuing the dogs that were abandoned during the war. And he hated the fact of putting them in dog shelters, with the cement and the chain link fences and that. So he arranged, I don't know how he did it, but he arranged for, it's on CNN, you can look it up, but he arranged for these dogs to have their own little house. And their little homes with the couches and sofas for the dogs.
Yeah.
And the dogs, yeah, and it shows the inside. They're sitting on the sofas and that, just chilling. Yeah,
Wish I thought of that one.
it's incredible.
All right, I got 2 more for y'all.
Alright.
All right, this is somebody who's teaching people how to steal on TikTok.
When you come back again to steal, and they'll wait for you to actually walk out the door, and they'll stop you, and then they'll pull out everything you stole, they'll lay it down in front of you, and they'll say, we got pictures, we got videos, and now it's over $800 and now it's felony.
Oh, good.
Today I went to the mall, so I'm going to be showing you what I borrowed. So yeah,
How do you think about where our culture is at, where there's 8.9 million views on a video of teaching people how to steal better?
I don't
Well,
think people should be telling on themselves.
well, figure how many people support Trump.
I'm all good with the Robin Hood movement, though.
All right, this is the last one, just a little silly one.
Oh, that's waffles?
Oh, man.
Bridge and his toothpaste on top of him.
I shouldn't laugh too hard. I just better hope my hair is here forever.
No, what I missed this. What was the point?
He jumped off the bridge and his toupee fell off.
Oh.
There it is right now.
Why is that funny?
It was fun, but
I watched this thing on TV about how you can shave your bald head real close with the little hand shaver.
What?
Yeah, your bald head, and guys are in there. Yeah, my head's never felt this bald before.
So
Well,
now
that-
we have now we're gonna go to a segment where where fans submit questions via an email to us, and usually it's Tommy answering them, but today, since we have Rob on the podcast, we're gonna have Rob Stone and Tommy answer fan questions. So the first one is from Megs T. What is the meaning of life?
I think the meaning of life is to find your purpose, to serve others around you, and to help everyone find happiness and find their purpose, and spread the word of God. That's the meaning of life to me.
Have you ever turned down a creative project and regretted it?
Have I ever turned one down?
No,
I can't say that I've turned one down that I regret it.
That question's for me.
Yeah.
That question's for me. I turned down The Lion King.
Yo.
Yeah.
The Lion King?
The Lion King. Cheech and I were offered to play the hyenas in The Lion King. And because Cheech and I just broken up, and Disney was being real shitty to the weed people, so I didn't want anything to do with Disney, so I said, forget it. And
that would have been crazy.
Jeffrey Katzenberg was president of Disney at the time, and I had done a favor for Katzenberg. He had a movie coming out. It came from Hollywood, some movie like that. And I was up in Canada at my mother's funeral, and so Katzenberg and Larry Mark, another producer, they flew. In their mind, Vancouver was like Alaska or something, And so in their mind, they flew from Seattle, commercial flight to Seattle, and then they took a little float plane to where I was on the Vancouver Island, and I woke up, someone banging on the door, opened the door, and there's Jeffrey Katzenberg and Mark come up to ask me, but they want me to be in a movie. It came from Hollywood, and I have to fly back with them in order to do it. And so I did it. So I had so Katzenberg, in returning the favor, he got us a gig at Lion King, but I turned it down.
Right, that's crazy.
Last question. Do you think the universe is a simulation?
A simulation? That's so funny.
Some days, yeah.
Yeah. For some people, I guess it is. That is a simulation, meaning it's a copy of another universe.
It's not real, that it's all an illusion, that someone else is controlling it, that it's something higher than we don't understand, and it's a false reality that someone else is controlling.
Oh, no, I get it. That's life, period. That's life. Yeah, that's what it is. Universe is. Yeah. No, we're here to learn. That's all. And once you learn, you're here also to teach.
Exactly.
And the best way to teach is, in fact, the only way to teach is to let people make mistakes, because that's why perfection it doesn't work. There's only one perfect entity in the universe, and that's God. And God is too pure to behold iniquity. In other words, God's not around. All God's helpers are,
right.
And that's who we deal with right now. But because we're eternal beings, we're going to be here forever.
Right.
And when you're anywhere, the first thing you got to learn is who you are and where you are, and why you are. And it takes a universe and beyond to really understand that.
1,000%.
Yeah, there's a reason for everything, and our job really is to. And you know what I found to me, the most important commandment in the Bible is judge not. And the reason that is, if you judge, you've come to a conclusion. And chances are your conclusion is so wrong, because the only thing constant in the universe is change. And so you may be right for a minute, then you're wrong the next minute. And so judge not. And then it goes on to say, judge righteous judgment, which is, how the hell I know what righteous judgment is unless I start judging.
Right.
So it's a catch-22 there. Rob Stone. Is that your real name?
No, this is my artist name.
What's your real name?
Jalen Robinson.
Galen?
Jalen Robinson.
Dalen Robinson.
Yeah.
Well, nice having you on the show, man. I want to really get into all the music. And, well, you know, you're going to set me up with the
most
tunes
definitely,
and everything else.
most definitely.
I love having you on, man. That was nice.
Oh,
I love
man,
all your
it's-
tads, man. I want to hear the rest of your story.
Oh yeah, man.
That's what we should have talked about.
Inked
I
up.
wanna, because
More
all
to
those,
come. More to come.